Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratushe Namaha. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakhim Namami Bhaktashaktikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jayatam Surato Pango Mamanda Matirgati Matsarvasya Padam Bojau Radha Madana Mohano Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam panghum langaiti girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Paramanandamadanam Sri Chaitanya Vishwaram Sri Gurum Dintan. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. It's a great bliss to be with all of you. So, yesterday we had discussed from Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.15, and today we are going to discuss from Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.23. One may ask, Prabhuji, what happened to the verses from 16 to 22? Remember, we started our Bhagavatam series with 16 to 22. So that's how we started it. The 9 stages of bhakti. Kuch yaad aaya? Remembered something? Yeah. So those of you who missed that particular series, it's available on the playlist. You can definitely review that in case you wish to. But that's how we started our ISKCON Manitoba Srimad Bhagavatam Sangha, this daily divine discussions. And thank you all devotees. We have come back to the beginning, but now we have to go ahead. So after these 9 stages of bhakti, right? So we go to the next question. Yes, the next question is going to be answered about the different incarnations of Krishna. This topic of incarnations. So that is something that's going to be discussed now. Raksha Mataji is asking, please share the playlist. You can ask in the group, you will get it. Yeah, we'll be sharing it. It's a group, we have the playlist link. Okay, so we go ahead with our discussion 1 to 23, and we are going to discuss certain incarnations of Krishna in this section. Let's find out. Sattvam rajastama iti prakritergunastair yuktah parapurusha eka ihasya dhatte sthityaadaye harivirinchi hareti samya shreyamsi tatra khalu sattvatanondrinam syuh. Okay. So what kind of incarnations are coming up next? We get some hints. Some hints. It is going to be the incarnation specifically are Adipati or the in charges of the different modes of nature. Prakritir gunais. So these are going to be the guna avataras. We have long back discussed about the 6 types of avatars, the 6 types of incarnations of Krishna, and particularly we are going to see the guna avataras now. So what are the 3 modes? Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamagun. Yes, that's the mode of goodness, the mode of passion, the mode of ignorance. Sattvam rajastama iti prakriter gunaistai. Yukta parapurusha eka ihaisya dhatte. Let's go to the word to word meaning. So associated with these three modes, yukta para. See, one need to understand that the personality, purusha, is transcendental. He doesn't belong to these three modes. He is beyond these three modes, but he is linked up or associated with these three modes. Ekaha iha asyam. One of one. Each one of these three modes, this transcendental person has accepted that he has accepted one particular mode to administer, to rule. What is that? Sthiti adaye. Sthiti adaye means, what is the meaning of sthiti? Srishti, sthiti, pralaya. These are the three functions of the modes of nature, right? What is the meaning of God as such? Yes, there's a standard definition of God. G for generator, one who creates everything. So this particular aspect is called as Srishti, because Srishti means creation, right? Generation. Then there is operator. Now operation is called as Sthiti. And destroyer. Generator, operator, destroyer. That's very easy way to remember the three key functionalities of the Supreme Lord in this material world. And this is called as Pralaya. So Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Rekha Chaeva Yasya Bhuvanani Bhivarti Durga. So these are the three operations. Durga means this material existence. And the representative of this material world is called as Durga Devi. Okay. So here, going ahead, generator, operator, destroyer, Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya. So Sthiti Adaya means Sthiti and etc. means the other two things. Who is handling it? Hari, Virinchi, Hara. Okay, I'll ask, who is Hari? Now somebody died. Fortunately, we don't have anybody with the name Hari here, otherwise they would have present, sir. Okay, Hari is Krishna, correct. Who is Virinchi? This personality Virinchi. Let's see the quiz. Virinchi. Virinchi Vairincha Surendra Vanditam. Yes, Brahma. Yes, the Virinchi is the name of Brahma. Brahmaji is called as Virinchi. Correct? That's his name. And who is Hara? Hara is very famous in India. Hara Hara Mahadev. People say that, right? Hara Hara Mahadev. Yes. Yeah. So Hari, Virinchi, Hara Iti. So this word Virinchi, where this comes from? What is the meaning of this Virinchi, Prabhuji? It comes so Rach. This comes Rachana. Rachana means what? What is the meaning of Rachana? Rachana means to create. So from this Rachana, this word rich, Rachana comes from the word rich. So Virinchi, one who is the creator. That's his name, Virinchi. So generator or creator, everything is actually Krishna. But the personality in charge of the secondary creator is Virinchi, who gets his root from Rachana. Virinchi means to create. Operation is he himself. Hari himself takes care of operation. Then Pralaya is Hara, who is Shiva. So this creation is in the mode of passion. Any activity which uh, is creation requires the mode of passion. Operation always requires goodness. Maintenance means there has to be goodness. So without this goodness, we cannot have any kind of sustenance. Goodness is something that sustains. And sattva, the very meaning of sattva means sustenance, existence. and destroyer is Brahma. So he's the Adipati of ignorance. So by this, we should never conclude that Brahmaji is in the mode of passion, Shiva is in the mode of ignorance. No, they are in charges of that particular mode. So whenever we understand Brahmaji is glorified, sometimes Brahmaji is glorified to the level of Krishna. And that is when we have to understand that he's being glorified in the capacity of a Guna avatar. Similarly, even Shiva is glorified sometimes like Krishna. Oh, that is because he's a Guna avatar of Krishna. So he's glorified as a Guna avatar of Krishna. So this is the right understanding of accepting prayers where sometimes the demigods, especially, not the devotees, usually it's the demigods, especially in the Samudramanthan Leela, the Leela where the churning of the milk ocean takes place, the demigods go and pray, and somebody reads that section, my God, such an inconsistency in Srimad Bhagavatam. Till now we thought Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but the 8th canto is speaking something else. The 8th canto is telling Shiva is God. No, the Krishna's Gunavatar, which Gunavatar, Tamo Guna Avatar is being glorified. And that is the right philosophical understanding to accept this particular statement. Can I say something at this point of time? I won't mind some more devotees turning on their videos. I'll absolutely not mind. I'll be very happy. Okay. Shreyamsi tatra khalu sattvatano nrinam syuhu. Yes. So Shreyamsi, ultimate Shreyamsi, Shreya, ultimate benefit therein tatra khalu. Definitely sattva tano nrinam derive. So who derives of all these three, all human beings can derive ultimate benefit from sattva tano, the personality who is in charge of the mode of goodness. He is the person from whom we can derive Shreyamsi, ultimate benefit. It doesn't mean that Brahmaji and Shiva do not give benefit. They also give benefit. The kind of benefit that Brahmaji and Shiva give are something which will help you out in this material world. But suppose you want to get out of this material existence, that's called Shreyamsi, the ultimate benefit. And that is something given by Vishnu. That is why in the Skanda Purana there's a statement, Mukti Pradatam Sarvesham Vishnu Revana Samshaya. It's absolutely no doubt that there's only one personality who can give us the Shreya or the ultimate benefit. And that is Vishnu Revana Samshaya. Don't doubt. So Bhagavatam is also telling that because Bhagavatam never wants to confuse the readers. Now you read, Hari, Virinchi, Hara. My God, you're creating confusion in the three personalities. What to do? Divide your time by three in your worship. Yes, some rounds for Shiva, some rounds for Brahma, some rounds for Krishna. Bhagavatam is making it very clear. That's Shreyamsi. If you want the ultimate good, the ultimate benefit, worship the personality who is in charge or the embodiment of Sattva Guna. Very clear. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The transcendental personality of Godhead is indirectly associated with the three modes of material nature. Yes. And that he has already clarified in the Bhagavad Gita. And Vyasdev assumes very clearly that whoever comes to study Bhagavatam would have already studied Bhagavad Gita. Where is that? Bhumirapa analo vayu kammano buddhirevacha ahankarati yamme bhinna prakriti rashtata. It's anyway Krishna's separated energy. Yes, it is a separated energy. So he's indirectly associated with the modes of nature. It's not direct. Yes. The three modes of material nature, namely the passion, goodness, and ignorance. And just for the material world's creation, maintenance, and destruction, he accepts three qualitative forms, which is the Guna Avataras, which are namely Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Of all these three, all human beings, which means that 400,000 species. What about the other 8 million species, Prabhuji? Those 8 million species have to attain a human body in order to have that sense to worship, right? So we can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu. This very much clearly. So out of these three personalities, Vishnu stands out. Yes. So there is one famous shloka. Of course, there is no shloka like this in any scriptures, but people have made it. And that particular shloka is to support the philosophy yato mat tato pat. You worship anybody, you will get the goal. It is like you catch any flight, you sit in any flight, and you'll reach Manitoba, you'll reach Winnipeg. Go sit in any flight, doesn't matter. You'll reach Winnipeg City. There's absolutely no problem. It doesn't work like that. There are fly. Of course, you will not be allowed to sit. There are at multiple points. There are checkpoints. They will check: are you sitting in the right flight? Are you sitting in the right way? There's so many checking that happens. You cannot just randomly go and sit anywhere, right? Systems are foolproof. But still, if you say no, I will sit in this flight and I'll take a ticket. I will take a ticket to Timbuktu and I'll reach New York. Doesn't matter. Ticket doesn't matter. The flight doesn't matter. That's the foolish philosophy. So they created this sloka. It is called as Akasham Patitam Toyam Yata Gacchati Sagaram Sarvadeva Namaskritya Keshavam Parigacchati. Wow, very nice. This seems like a very authentic shloka. Where is it, Prabhu? Is it there in Gita, Mahabharat? It's there in Bhagavatam, it's nowhere. So this philosophy is Akasham Patitam Toyam, just like water falls from the sky. I'm just now seeing the weather forecast. They're saying rainy day ahead. Coming in 2 hours. They write like this weather forecast which comes. It's there in the taskbar. Yes, weather forecast ahead. Rainy days ahead. That's what it's saying. So that's why the example Akasham Patitam Toyam. Toyam means water that falls from the sky. Yata Gacchati Sagaram. Ultimately, every water that falls from the sky enters into the ocean. That's fact. Similarly, Sarva Deva Namaskritya. You may go and pray and worship and do bhakti of any demigod. Keshavam Pratigacchati. It goes to Keshav. Philosophy is wrong. Totally wrong. But one thing even these people who made this shloka they have done is they have made Keshav stand out from others. Yes or no? Let's say good in everything. They're telling Krishna is special. And Keshavam Pratigacchati. So the Keshava is standing out of all this. Okay, purport. Let's see how long is the purport. Yeah, we'll try to complete it today. That Lord Krishna, by his plenary parts, should be rendered devotional service, as explained above, is confirmed by this statement. Bhagavatam is very consistent. They are guna avatars of they are all guna avatars of Krishna. Right? That's what is mentioned in the first line. So this very shloka is these people are guna avatars of Vasudeva or Krishna, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. They are his plenary portions, plenary parts, the guna avatars. Plenary parts means avatar. Prabhupada translates avatar as plenary parts. Lord Krishna and all his plenary parts are Vishnu Tattva. Yes, the Lord of worship. Now, here I would like to, of course, he'll come ahead, but still would like to clarify that Hari is Vishnu Tattva, which means in the category of with Vishnu. But Hara is not Vishnu Tattva. He's a separate category, Shambhu Tattva. He's in between the Jiva and the Vishnu Tattvas. There's a Jiva Tattva, Vishnu Tattva. He's in between. So Virinchi or Brahma is a Jiva Tattva. He's a Jiva, he's a living entity. He's a living entity who is empowered and infested with the potencies of Lord. So Shambhu, there are so other than these three tattva, there's one more tattva. So Brahma belongs to Jiva Tattva category. Along with this, there's one more tattva category which is called as Shakti Tattva. An embodiment of all the Shakti Tattva is Srimati Radharani. Devi Krishnamayi Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarva Lakshmi Mayi Sarva Kanti Sammohini Para. And we just celebrated her appearance recently, right? From Sri Krishna, the next manifestation is Baladev. I'll read the whole thing, then I'll explain. Okay. From Baldev is Sankarshan, from Sankarshan is Narayan, from Narayan there is second Sankarshan, and from Sankarshan is the Vishnu Purusha Avtaras. The Vishnu or the deity of the quality of goodness in the material world is the Purusha Avtara known as Shuradaksha Vishnu or Paramatma. Brahma is the deity of Rajas and Shiva is of that of ignorance. They are the three departmental heads of three qualities of the material world. Okay. So how did these three departmental heads come? Now please hear very attentively. Now here is the topmost place, the topmost planet called the Golok Vrindavan, which is what is Golok Vrindavan like? It is like 1,000 petal lotus. How many of you gone to Sridham Mayapur? Even if you today go, Mayapur is like it's like lotus. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is how Mayapur looks. The middle island is called as Antardvipa, and it's like a lotus with 8 petals. So 8 plus 1, 9. So it's called as Navadvip, 9 islands. And it actually, you see, go and look at the Google Maps, Google Earth, whatever. Mayapur looks like this. Yes, there's a whirl in the center and there are 8 petals around. So our Golok Vrindavan is 1,000 petal lotus. Sahasrapada Kamalam. It comes in Brahma Samhita, right? And here, this personality of Krishna. Krishna expands immediately into Baladev. And Baladev expands into Chaturvyuha. Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. And in Krishna and Balram remain in Vrindavan Dham. Whereas the next Dham, which is Mathura, Dwarka, or even Saket of Lord Ram, these personalities live. Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. So in Mathura, who appeared in the jail of Kamsa with 4 hands is Vasudeva. Who appeared in the Devki's womb before Krishna is called as Sankarshana. And later on, these two personalities come as Pradyumna, comes as the son of Krishna, and Anirudh comes as the grandson of Krishna. These are the same personalities. So these same personalities come as Rama, Lakshmana, Bharat, and Shatrughna. So this is the significance of these 4 persons. And they stay on the 4 sides of Golok Vrindavan. This Krishna Lok. It's called as Krishna Lok. And now Sankarshan is responsible for Narayana. Yes, from Sankarshan comes Narayan. And from Narayan comes all the Vaikuntha planets. He is the source of all the Vaikuntha planets. So that is why sometimes it is said Sankarshan is the source of Vaikuntha planets. Nothing wrong, because Sankarshan only is giving rise to Narayana. Now this Narayana also expands into a quadruple expansion. Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. And this Sankarshan is called as Mahasankarshan. Correct? And like this, Narayana has various forms. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narsimha. Yes. Keshava, Adi Keshava. Then, yeah, many names. Ranganatha. He is unlimited. Because there are unlimited Vaikuntha planets, Krishna has unlimited names. And now this Mahasankarshan, he expands into 2 folds. Sada Shiva and Mahavishnu. So there is one more planet below Vaikuntha. Now, the first was Krishna Lok. In Krishna Lok come what? Golok Vrindavan, Dwarka, Mathura, and even Saket. They all come in Krishna Lok. Lord Ram's planet also is the bottommost planet of Krishna Lok. They're all called as Krishna Loka. And this is called as Vaikuntha Loka. This is a real geography. And this is called as Mahesh Dham. Mahesh Lok or Mahesh Dham. So one has to cross over the Mahesh Dham. This is the checking, immigration, or you can say, yeah, this is the immigration office for entering into the Vaikuntha planets. So this is Sadashiva. And then here comes Mahavishnu. So Mahavishnu, now from here comes Daivi Dham, the abode of Durga. So Mahavishnu expands into millions, he expands millions of universes, countless universes. And in each universe, he comes as Garbhodakshai Vishnu. Garbhodakshai Vishnu. Garbhodakshai Vishnu gives rise to the universe. And in each and every particle, he expands as Shirodakshai Vishnu. So that these three are called as Purusha Avatar. Purusha Avatar 1, Purusha Avatar 2, and Purusha Avatar 3. So this Purusha Avatar 1 is source of all universe. Purusha Avatar 2 is the structure of universe. He gives structure of universe and gives birth to Brahmaji on the lotus. And Shirodakshai Vishnu is the personality who is Paramatma in heart of everyone. Okay? And then here comes Brahmaji, who is a Jiva, ultimately. Right? And this Sadashiv takes birth from Brahma as Rudra. From his eyebrows, he appears. Right? So he is the personality who is in charge of creation. Sorry, sustenance, maintenance. Any problem, all the demigods go to him. Shirodakshai Vishnu. He is the Rudra is in charge of destruction in the universe, and Brahma is in charge of creation within the universe. Like this, there are so many universes and so many expansions. So creation is made possible by Brahma's quality of passion and his endeavor. It is maintained by goodness of Vishnu, and when it requires to be destroyed, Lord Shiva does it by Tandava Nitya. There's Rudra Tandava Stotra. You all have heard, it's becoming famous these days. It's a Rudra Tandava Stotra. Some of you would have definitely heard this very, very famous. This. So there are 15 slokas in this Rudra Tandava Stotra, right? And that is the stotra that is recited when Shiva dances. And he dances, it's finished at the end of the universe. The materialists and foolish, no, please hear very carefully. The materialists and foolish human beings worship Brahma and Shiva respectively. Materialists, Brahma, and foolish, Shiva. Why? Usually the materialistic people worship Brahma in order to, who all worship Brahma? See, Ravana, Hiranyakashipu, these kind of people worship Brahma. Who worship Shiva? Vrikasura. Yes, he wanted to burn Shiva's head only after getting blessings of Shiva. So such kind of personalities, they worship Shiva respectively. They are both of them. Now one may say, the Prabhu, this statement, if somebody hears, some Shiva Bhakta hears, they will be very seriously offended. Right? Prabhu, there are so many of them who do Har Har Mahadev and do lot of japa. They stay in Himalayas. What about them? Yes. So this refers to people with the demoniac mentality referring. There are many cases where people have worshipped Shiva selflessly without any material desires. In such cases, Shiva directs them to Krishna. That way, even Vibhishan worshipped Brahma. But he worshipped Brahma very selflessly. And Brahmaji blessed him. He blessed him that may your devotion for Lord Narayana in your heart grow. And I bless you that you will get darshan of Lord in the Treta Yuga. So what you can do is you can constantly start Ram Nam Jap, and Brahma initiated him with Mantra Diksha, Ram Nam. See, because Vibhishan was not a demon. So this refers to the demoniac people who want to exploit material nature. So such kind of people, when they worship Brahma and Shiva, they are materialists and foolish. The right understanding. But the pure transcendentalists worship the form of goodness, Vishnu, in various forms. Yes. Transcendentalist means those who want to go beyond material world. Transcendental. Their goal is beyond sense gratification in their bhog. They have realized the reality beyond the body. They are called as transcendentalists. So they all worship Vishnu in his various forms. This is detailed in the ninth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Ekatvena pratatvena bahuda vishwato mukham. So Krishna explains this. But ultimately he is the object. Aham karta prabhur aham maham hotra. He says he is everything. Pita aham yasya jagatam mata data pitamaha. So they consider, transcendentalists consider Vishnu to be everything. Vishnu is manifested by his millions and billions of integrated forms and separated forms. So what are integrated forms? What are separated forms? That's explained ahead. So integrated forms are called as Vishnu Tattvas. Like Vasudeva. We saw all of them. No? They're all Vishnu Tattvas. Krishna, Balram, Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Anirudh, Narayan. Sadashiv is also Vishnu Tattva. But when he comes to the material world as Rudra, then he is not Vishnu Tattva. He is separate. He is Sambhu Tattva. Mahavishnu, Kshirodakshay Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, and all the avatars, Varaha, Rama, Narsimha, Vamana, they are all called as Vishnu Tattva or Swa Amsha. And the separated forms are called as Vibhinna Amsha. And this is what Krishna tells in the 15th chapter, 7th verse. Mamai Vamso Jiva Loke, Mamai Vamsha, Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. So we are all Vibhinna Amshas. So we are also parts of Krishna, but we are separated forms. We are Vibhinna Amshas. We are not Vishnu Tattva, we are Jiva Tattva. The integrated forms of God are called Godhead, and the separated forms are called the living entities or Jivas. Both Jivas and Godhead have their original spiritual forms. Now, what is the difference between Jiva Tattva and Vishnu Tattva? Versus Vishnu? What's the difference then? If we both are parts, then what is the difference? The difference is Jivas are sometimes subjected to the control of material energy, but the Vishnu forms are always controllers of this energy. So that is the difference. The Jiva is called as Maya Vash. Maya Vasha. Vasha means under the control. And Vishnu is called as Maya Dhish. Adhish means what? The ruler, controller. He controls material energy. Jiva is controlled by material energy. That's why he's called as Maya Vash. And Vishnu is called as Maya Dhish. When Vishnu, the personality of Godhead, appears in the material world, he comes to deliver the conditioned beings who are under the material energy. Yes. So Vishnu is also there in material world. See, where Vishnu is, here is Narayan. But where is Vishnu? Vishnu is here. In material world, Vishnu is there. That's three Vishnus. Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Kshirodakshay Vishnu. So Vishnu has also come to material world. So sometimes a prisoner thinks, oh, this um, sometimes a prisoner sees that the president of a country has come to the prison house. So the prisoner may foolishly think, oh, the president has also done some crime and come here. How sad. The president has also come to the jail. It feels like that. On the other hand, president is a person. You know this, he has a special power. He's the first citizen of the country. And if president wants, he can cancel the punishment of a prisoner. A prisoner has got imprisonment for 30 years. He appeals to the president. And the president wants. He can just cancel it. Okay, all right, no need of 30 days, 30 years, 30 days of imprisonment. That's it. In 1 month, you're out. He can do that. He can reduce, he can cancel, or he can even increase. That's the power the president has. So when the Lord is coming inside the prison house, he is coming to deliver the prison mates. and not exactly that Lord is another prison mate. That's very foolish. Going ahead. Such living beings appear in the material world with the intentions of being Lord. Yes. Everybody in the material world, why we have come to this material world? To lord it over. And the moment you lord it over, thus they become entrapped by the three modes of nature. Correct. So Maya can only catch us or exert her authority on us when we have desire to enjoy matter. Service attitude is that grease that makes us slip out of the grips of Maya. So we have to apply the grease of this service attitude. It's very vital that we do this. Apply the grease of the service attitude, we slip out from the hands of Maya. As such, the living entities have to change their material coverings for undergoing different terms of imprisonment. Yes, see, imprisonment. Prabhupada's giving the same thing. I recently just gave an analogy of prison. Yeah. So we have to keep changing. Sometimes the body of dog, sometimes hog, sometimes male, sometimes female, sometimes demigod, sometimes elephant. So we have to keep changing. Every 100 years, your 100 years, everybody's 100 years is different. Everybody has a sense of living out for 100 years. But once the 100-year period is over, you have to change. The prison house of material world is created by Brahma under the instruction of the personality of Godhead. At the conclusion of a kalpa, the whole thing is destroyed by Shiva. What is a kalpa? Kalpa is 1 day of Brahma. You want to know how much is 1 day of Brahma? I'll tell you. Kali Yuga lasts for 4,32,000 years. Dwapar Yuga, this is Kali. Dwapar Yuga is 2 times. Treta Yuga is 3 times. Satya Yuga is 4 times. And the combination of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 10. So this is called one Chatur Yuga or Divya Yuga. And that is 43 lakhs 20,000 years. This is what? This is nothing. 1,000 such cycles. 1,000 cycles of Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali is equal to Brahma's 12 hours. 12-hour day. Then there is similar 12-hour night. So 2 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 decimal places, right? 4.32 into 10 to the power 6 plus 3, 9. This is equal to 1 kalpa, 24 hours of Brahma. Years, human calculation. So we can just see how big is Brahmaji's day. So what we will do is we will continue this purport and also start a new verse tomorrow. I would like to take 1 or 2 questions if there are. Somebody wanted me to show the entire chart once again. So I'll show the chart once. This is the Goloka chart. This is the Vaikuntha chart. This is the Mahesh Dham. In this material world, Devi Dham. 4 Dhams. Devi Dham, Mahesh Dham, Vaikuntha Dham, Krishna Dham. 4 of them. Okay. Is there any difference between universe generated by Narayan and Mahavishnu? Yes. Narayan generates material, spiritual universes. That's the spiritual world. Planets in spiritual world. And Mahavishnu generates planets in material world. That's the difference. Yes, Devija Prabhu. Will be rapid fire. 1, 2, 3. 3 questions.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I have a question. Please forgive me if it's a silly question. You've mentioned from all the scriptures we understand Paramatma is within every living entity's heart. So this includes the demigods. So I'm trying to understand, could they not meditate to the Lord as a form of Shira Dakshaya Vishnu and connect with him instead of physically visiting him in his abode with the Milk Ocean whenever they have challenges? Or is it their desire to get darshan of the Lord and that's why they take that step? Because I'm thinking the Lord is everywhere. He's within ourselves. So they themselves are higher level. They are devotees themselves. So could they not connect to the Lord that way? Or is my understanding incorrect?
You also have Paramatma in the heart, but still you go to temple.
I do, but I'm...
Thank you.
Yes.
You have Lord in your own city of Toronto as Tirchor Gopinath, but still you go to holy place in India, Vrindavan Dham, Mayapur.
Yes.
Why? Because the holy place has its own potency. So all the devatas, the entire universal administrators actually together go to the Dham, Shradak Shvetadvip Dham, which is a spiritual world, to perform their bhajan and have their audience of Lord. So Dham Yatra is important. That's the significance. We need to go to Dham.
Yeah.
Bhagyashree Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you mentioned that that Rudra comes from the Brahmaji. That is the same as Sadashiva, which is Vishnu Tattva. So it's mentioned in the Bhagavatam that Brahma, there 11 Rudras came through Brahma's eyebrows.
Yes, correct.
So they are all same as Sadashiva?
As such, Sadashiva is a Vishnu Tattva. I'll explain. Sadashiva and Mahavishnu, there's no difference between them. Just that he is there in Mahesh Dham, he is here in Devi Dham. Sadashiva expands as the glance of Mahavishnu. When Mahavishnu glances upon the Prakriti, you cannot, Mahavishnu doesn't come in directly contact. So that is called a Shambhu. Shiram Nyata Dadi Vikara Vishesha Yoga. So there's Shambhuta. So that is when, see, but the movement, just like a painter wears the gloves to paint. So that gloves, that the Mahavishnu is covering, that's called the Shambhu. And that Shambhu comes as Rudra. And that Rudra, because he was crying, he was given 11 places. So there are 11 expansions. And one of the chief of all Rudras is Shankar. And when that Shankar takes Ganga on his head, he becomes Shiva. So as such, Sadashiva is a Vishnu Tattva. But Shambhu, Rudra, and Shankara, and all the 11 Rudras, in fact, they are Shambhu Tattva. They are separate category. They are neither Jiva nor Vishnu. In between. Milk is neither milk and water, right? Milk, water, curd. So transformation of milk is curd. That is a good analogy to understand. Okay.
Thank you. Prabhuji,
Thank
do
you.
you have any class based on the Shambhu Tattva, Shiva Tattva?
We can take some time.
Okay.
We'll
Means
take
if
when
there is
we have
already any
Mahashivratri or
class.
something, some special occasions, I'm planning to take such kind of classes.
Okay.
Devotees
Actually,
can remind you. You can remind me. I'll take.
Sure, Prabhuji. Because I have a lot of confusion between Shiva Tattva. That's why I just wanted.
Oh, there are so many portions of Bhagavatam and purports of Prabhupada which clarify everything. We'll definitely take.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Yes, Arka Prabhu. Okay, officially I'd like to conclude the class here. And I'll just be taking 2 questions and closing discussion. Yes, Arka Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I want to clarify one thing. I heard from one very senior devotee that those who are meditating upon the Nirakar Brahma or Brahma Jyoti, so they goes to in the abode of Shadashiva, and on that particular place, Shadashiva initiated them with Harinam, and after that they are transferred to Golok Vrindavan. So I want some clarification upon.
Who got initiation?
Sorry.
Who got initiation?
Those who are meditating upon Nirakar Brahma, Brahma Jyoti.
Nirakar Brahma Jyoti, those who meditate upon, they have to, first of all, in order to go to Golok Dham, they have to come to a personal conception of Lord. Without coming to the conception of and developing Preeti Nayavad Mai Vasudevi, Vasudeva Preeti, Vasudeva Prem, Krishna Prem, till that time they cannot enter Golok Dham. There's a difference between entering a kingdom and meeting the king. Prabhupada says this. You enter the kingdom, which means you are there in the vast city. But meeting the king means you've gone to the palace and gone to the inner chambers of the king and met him. So there is a difference. So bhaktas go and meet the king. The impersonalists simply roam in the kingdom and come back. That's not a proper state. So when they go to the Brahman, Yes, there is an opportunity. There is an opportunity because there is Sadashiva in one sense, Brahma Jyoti. But it is very important that these impersonalists should be Brahma, the conception of Lord. Hare Krishna. If you see the example, Nirakarvadi means they are right now in Brahman realization, but they want to progress to Paramatma and Bhagavan. Such people get direction. But people who think, oh, Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya, even Krishna is Mithya. So such kind of people are offenders. Such offenders will go to hell. Okay. Yes. Sachidanand Prabhu, last question.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
You have mentioned that expansion to Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Aniruddha. The first time expansion is from Krishna, as I understand. So, or second time it is expansion from Narayan. So, any difference between both expansion?
Of Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha?
Yes.
If you see, there is a difference. Difference is Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. In Tattva, there is no difference because both are Vishnu Tattva. So these Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha here, they play a role in Madhurya Dham. I told you that. They play a role in Dwarka, Mathura, and also in Ram's planet, Saket Dham. On the other hand, these personalities are 400 forms of Vishnu in the Vaikuntha Dham. There is Tattva platform, there is no difference, but the Rasa, there is a difference. This is Aishwarya Dham. This is Madhurya Dham. So Aishwarya Dham, all devotees worship with awe and reverence. Here there is some kind of Madhurima, some kind of sweetness is there. Rasa is different. Okay. Thank you very much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam